Hey everybody, this is the Yeti 2017 SB55c. The frame is large, it's in the matte gray finish. This is probably the better color finishes in my opinion compared to the standard blue. I'm going to take you through all the details of the bike, let you know what you're getting into. The bike is in awesome condition and this bike rides fantastic. It's one of the first and still one of the greatest long travel trail bikes that will crush anything that you can throw at it. It's got 147, I believe, in the rear for travel, and the fork is a 160 up front. This bike is obviously used in the Enduro series to race the championships, and this bike is so fast. You put a coil shock in the rear and this bike transforms even further. I had a push 11.6 on the rear and this bike was amazing. Let me first tell you what's not included in the auction. The first is the saddle or the seat, and the next thing is the pedals, which are missing on this bike. And the last thing are the wheels and the tires. They are not included. I will include the disc brakes with the bike. So let's go through it. Start with the cockpit here. We first have the Raceface 6C 35mm carbon handlebars. 800mm in width, so you can cut them to your liking. The stem is a Raceface turbine, and that's 50 mils wide. The grips are ODI Rogues. And the brakes are the Code RSCs. These brakes are amazing. I've tried the XTs, I've tried Code Guides, or excuse me, the SRAM Guides. These are the best. They've got the great modulation off the top, and then just put a little bit more gradual pressure, and it just, as you would expect it to, grip the brakes and just stop the wheels on a dime. The one thing I should let you know of is that the contact adjustment here on the rear brake, excuse me, front brake, it doesn't move for some reason. I don't use it anyways. I have it all the way in the wide position, the open, and that's where it's set at, but I'm sure that's an easy DIY fix for somebody. Next, let's move to the fork. It's a Fox 36 2017. It's got 160 mils travel. The Kashima on both stanchions are perfect. It's been retuned and modified recently. The first thing is the piston. It's been switched out for a better fit, and so it allows the suspension to recoil and also compress much faster and much smoother. So small bump sensitivity is amplified. And also it doesn't feel as harsh as the original forks. So, you know, you wonder why these forks should feel a little bit softer up the top, but it doesn't. It's because of that piston. It just doesn't, it's from the factory, they're just not the best. It also has the push, that replacement for the seals. It's got the retune kit on it, so that's why you got the blue seal right here. And this has been retuned 50 miles ago. The discs are 180 mil rotors, the guide, so you'll be getting those. Let me show you the condition of the frame here, and the frame is in awesome shape. No scratches on the top tube, no scratches on the down tube. You got the 3M protective tape on the bottom there. Let me show you that. Sorry, a little hard to see, but you can see the borders of the tape up here. And it goes all the way down, so there's no scratches on the down tube there. In the rear here, you'll see that there's also protective tape right here, so there aren't any rock chips there. There is one small scratch in there, looks like something got caught in there. But otherwise, this is probably the best frame that you'll ever find in used condition. Mask tape on the top just to quiet the bike down further. You have the Eagle XO1 full group set, 180 mil rotor in the back, and that's also included. Let me tell you one more thing. I put a piece of foam inside the down tube of this bike. The reason for that is the cables rattle like crazy in those aggressive downhills. So to quiet it down, the piece of foam was placed inside here. You can easily get to it by removing the steer tube. So if you don't like it, you can take it out. But I found it to be much nicer to my ears after putting that in. The Fox rear shock is also brand new. I took it off and put on a push 11.6, so the Kashima was perfect on that. And the switch moves, no problems. No problems there. The dropper post is a Fox Kashima transfer 150 mil. And I'll show you that it works. And there's no scratches on the Kashima there either. This on the drivetrain here is a 28 tooth race face chain ring with the 175 mil length Next SLG4s. Full carbon cranks. The frame's also been rebuilt recently on the last 50 miles, so those Kashima stanchions there are in perfect condition. I've checked those myself. One more thing I should let you know about on the cranks on the other side here, there is a superficial scrape on it. Once again, those are completely superficial. The cranks work as advertised, and again, just basically right through the sticker is all it's done. These caps here are also included in the auction. That is a Hope stainless steel press fit bottom bracket. So in summary, we've got a large 2017 Yeti SB55c. It's in excellent condition. The bike has not been trashed. It's obviously been ridden. So other than the very, very minute problems that I've talked to you about, full disclosure, this bike is ready to go and you'll be extremely happy with this purchase. I guarantee it. Happy bidding, everybody, and good luck. Happy riding.